Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be working with the Autumn Abundance September 2024 paper pumpkin kit. We're going to be making alternates. This is going to be the first video of a set of 3. So I'm going to be making just 2 cards in this video, and then I'll make 2 more videos to show you the rest of my alternates. So we're going to go over some buzzworthy business first here. We have the Nests of Christmas paper pumpkin kit. It's going to make 10 cards, and Shaded Spruce is going to be the stamping spot. This kit coordinates with Nests of Winter Suite collection. That item number for that suite is 164072. We have the Merry Tags and More Dies add-on. You can get these set of dies that coordinates with October, November, and December paper pumpkin kits. It's $12 for the 3 dies. The item number is 165639. You have until October 10th to subscribe to get this particular kit. There's a link in the description box below if you haven't already signed up for the paper pumpkin. The next thing we have is our September host code. This is the code I want you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, don't use this host code because you're going to qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free product from Stampin' Up, and I don't want you to miss out on any of your freebies. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our project. So, excuse me, I have a card base here of Wild Wheat, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're just going to burnish down our score line. We're going to start with the inside of our card. And we have some very vanilla here that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And we're going to glue a 1/4 of a strip, I believe it is, to the side of our inside piece. Ooh, that looks like a little too much. This came off of the card base. I cut this particular card base in half to make 2 card bases. And this is what was left over when I cut the card bases down. Okay, got a little extra glue there. So let me get my scissors and cut off this extra. And then we're gonna glue this down to some Night of Navy that is 5 by 3 3/4. I'm just gonna put that on there like that. Then we're gonna sit this inside of our card base. So we'll have our inside done. Now this first alternate is one of the most simple alternates you can make when you're doing alternates from a paper pumpkin kit. You simply take the card that the paper pumpkin kit made, cut it in half, and cut it down to a size, and just add it to layers, and that changes the card up. So this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and we're gonna put that on a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Night of Navy. Just like this. So this first card is very simple, not much changed. I just added 2 different layers for the front. So this is the actual card that I demonstrated on my reveal video. I just took it and cut it in half. So all of my alternates are going to be from the 3 cards that I made in the video. I'm not using anything else from the kit, just those 3 cards that I made in the video, okay? From the reveal video. So this is the first card done. I'm going to add some embellishments, but I'm going to do that when we finish the second card, okay? So let's go ahead and get that one. This one is going to have a card base of Night of Navy, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we have some Poppy Parade here for layers. This is going to be one of the layers. Then I have the very vanilla inside is the same size as the first one, the 3.5 by 4 3/4. And we are going to, oh my goodness, did I put that on? I put that on wrong on the other card. Okay. This one is a little wider of a piece. I'm not sure what size it is because this was just the extras when I made my card front. So looks to be maybe a little bit less than 1/2 inch, or probably 3/8 of an inch. Let's cut this off. Add this to our Poppy Parade. That is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add this to the inside of our card. Come on, glue. You're not empty. So let's get our card base here. And we want to add this to the inside. Okay, we have that. So now I'm going to close this glue up so that I can clear my desk. I have some scrap basic white here, and I have some crumb cake and Poppy Parade. I'm going to stamp our little snail from our stamp set from the kit. So let me just put the body and crumb cake. Then I have the shell. I'm going to do that in Poppy Parade. Just like that. And then I would take my scissors and fussy cut that out, but luckily I did that beforehand. And we have that right here. And we're going to add that to the inside of our card. Oh, I guess I need the glue again. And this is just going to go on the inside just for some extra decoration. We're going to put that right over here to the side, just like that. Okay. Next, we have this was the back of the card. So when we cut that card in half, this is what was left. And you can see it has some copper foiling on here. So I'm going to do some heat embossing in copper. So I have all of my little items I need. So let me get my grid paper out. We are going to flip this way. I want it to be this way, but the sentiment I want won't fit. So we're going to do it upside down. Just changing it up a little bit. Get our Versamark ink here. And I'm going to be using a stamp from Autumn Expressions, Change Can Be Beautiful. So we're going to just ink that up in our Versamark. And I'm going to stamp it right here at the bottom, trying to make sure it's straight. I know you can't see that very well, but it's there. So let's get our copper embossing powder and pour this on. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let me clean this up and we'll get the heat tool. Okay, so we have that all heat embossed. Isn't that beautiful? My sentiment is kind of crooked, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. So now I'm going to put this on a piece of Poppy Parade. So this is 5 1/4 by 4, and this is 4 1/8. I'm looking for the glue. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So we're going to just put this on to our Poppy Parade layer. Just like this. I'm going to need a little bit of extra glue down here because of the heat embossing sometimes curls the paper. So just make note of that. We're going to go ahead and add this to the card front, to the card base to become our card front. Everything just has a tiny little bit of border. Okay, so I said I was going to add some embellishments. So let me get these two cards together. And the embellishments are from, what are these called? Metallic Enamel Effects Basics. So I got the copper and I made a bunch of dots on my silicone sheet. And I made my own little embellishments here. So I'm gonna take my Take Your Pick tool and some of the glue. So let's see, on this one, I want to put 2 right here. So I'm gonna put 2 little dots of glue. I'm gonna put 1 right there. And on this one, I want to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and maybe some right there. Okay, so we're gonna take Your Pick tool. I made some in different sizes. I guess I need the putty in. That would be better. Let's put a big one right there. And I'm gonna get some of these smaller ones to put over here. Some of them didn't come out too great. Some are really flat, some are kind of puffed up. This is my first time using the metallic, what is it called? The enamel effects. So my sizing is all different. Some are very much high, and I'll put this big one right there. Some are really, really flat, and some are all in between. But they're gonna do the job. Good thing our glue dries clear, correct? Because that will help us not see this glue that's spreading everywhere. One more, right? One more. Let's get a, let's get this one. That I made a big glue glob. So you gotta just be careful and use a little less glue than I did. That's all. Just be a little more careful. Clean up some of that glue. Come back here. Okay. So those are the 2 cards with my self-made embellishments. So what do you think? Those are my 2 alternates. Isn't that pretty? Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later.